What's up, guys? Maverick here, and I'm gonna be bringing you probably my favorite build right now. This build is insanely fun. All you do, and I mean all you do, is just run around, dotting folks up, nuking them down. It's brutally simple to build. You don't have to have any max roll, I got to get exactly 14.2%, blah, 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 blah. None of that's needed, man. All you need is a decent LMG with fast hands. I like the MG5. Fast firing, big damage. You can go with basically any LMG. The big thing about the LMG that you're going to need, though, is that critical hit chance. Fast hands just goes really well with it. I mean, when you're hitting those crits and you go to reload, I mean, man, your hands look like lightning, just bam, 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 bam. Moving right along. Secondary weapon, your choice. I like the Baker's Dozen, does a ton of damage. I mean, but you can literally go with whatever you want. Strained, assault rifle, whatever. It does not matter. Another really good option, though, will be if you don't have a good LMG, a really good submachine gun will also do. Not as good, but it is good. You just need that critical chance. The big thing that you want is the Negotiators Dilemma. All right. 15% critical hit chance on 2 pieces. Crit hit damage 20% on 3 pieces. But that 4th piece set, y'all. That 4th piece. All right. Critical hits mark enemies. All right. You get 3 marks, meaning you can mark 3 separate targets for 20 seconds. All right. So what happens is, once you get them marked and you hit them, all that damage is tripled. All three marked targets take that same amount of damage. All right. Then, when those marked enemies die, you get 2% critical hit damage, and that stacks 20 times. I mean, so we're running these big missions. All right. You start chaining that stuff together. I mean, you got 40% critical hit damage stacking up really, really fast. I like the mask. You have to have the chest piece and you have to have the backpack for it to be super efficient, but not necessarily. Literally all you want is weapon damage, critical hit damage. Again, weapon damage. 60% critical hit chance is not necessary, but I like it. It just gives me what I feel like is that little bit extra. You want in the neighborhood of 50 to 60%. That's it. You don't get an easier build than this because really you don't need anything crazy. You just need 4 pieces of Negotiators Dilemma. You want all red rolls, and then if you can get the contractor's gloves, that works too. But if you can't, it's also fine. All right. I like, I believe it's the Seska Viroba knee pads. A little bit extra critical hit chance at 10%. Critical hit chance, critical hit damage. Just those big rolls. That's all you're looking for, man. Skills, you can run whatever you want. I like the healing drone, get that fixer going. Keeps me alive that little bit. Always run some CC. I mean, got that blind up whenever I need it. I mean, guys, you just cannot beat this build. I mean, literally, just watch. All right. Get that crit. You'll see the little mark pop up there. All right. Second mark. All right. And then every crit is just nuking, man. Nuking. So instead of, like you saw like a 1.4 million crit, All right, instead of getting that 1.4 million, let's reset this. Instead of getting that 1.4 million, all right, let's go with LMG. All right, boom, boom. Look at those guys go down. I mean, guys, there's so many applications for this thing, it's unbelievable. I mean, I just love it. Just absolutely love it. I mean, and the weird thing is, all right, they've been broken now for a little while. I'll give them that one. The gear sets have just been meh. All right. Some of the gear sets are still broken. Negotiators Dilemma, though, I've run it all day yesterday farming, and it works perfectly. The only thing I can say is you have to play smart with it. Again, you're running all reds, so you're not going to have that armor, that big, huge armor. That being said, though, I mean, you can literally put out just tremendous amounts of DPS. One way that I like to use it is I like to, whenever a target puts out one of their skills, I like to mark that target and his skill, and that way, if the skill is exposed, you can literally just DPS the skill, and it'll still kill the tango that put out the skill. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, there's no reason not to use this build. It is an easy general purpose build. I mean, I don't have super crazy rolls on my stuff. A lot of this stuff could be much, much better. I mean, it is just that good. But anyway, gentlemen, I'm going to leave you with some gameplay footage of this build in action. If you ever need any build advice, always just hit me up. I mostly am on the PlayStation. PSN is Tyrannical Echo. It's in the, I'll put a link in there and all that good stuff. But, yeah, man, hit me up. We'll farm. Anyway, it's been real, guys. I'm out.
All right, guys. So I don't believe I was clear as to why you want the chest piece and the backpack during the first part of my video. The backpack, what it does is it increases the damage threshold that the other marked targets receive from 60% to 100%. And then the chest piece actually amplifies the amount of targets that you can mark. So all in all, with the chest piece and the backpack, while they are not required for this build to do extremely good damage, the chest piece and the backpack increase your damage output by a tremendous amount. So it is advisable that you pick up these pieces. But without further ado, I would like you to see this build in action. One place that it's just phenomenal on is when you have to take down multiple bosses at once, and say those 3 particular bosses stand pretty close to one another. But I'll let this video stand overall. Usually when I roll with this, especially against bosses, I will use a very fast-firing LMG. Because basically, the faster that you can get those crits out there, it's just mo better, as they say. So, like I said, enjoy. Thanks, guys.